This video is about the fascinating history of France, from the Celts in Gaul to the modern republic. I will explain how the country changed over the centuries through conquests, kings, revolutions, and reforms, and which events still shape France today. Over 2,000 years ago, the Celts lived in Gaul, which is now France. They were farmers and warriors and lived in tribes. Their druids were priests and teachers. The Celts traded with the Greeks and Romans. Starting in 58 BC, Julius Caesar conquered Gaul for Rome. The Romans built cities like Lutetia, which later became Paris. Roads and aqueducts made Gaul prosperous. Gallic culture blended with Roman traditions. In the 5th century, the Western Roman Empire fell. Germanic tribes like the Franks moved into Gaul. They took control and mixed with the Gallo-Roman population. Christianity began to spread. Around 500 AD, King Clovis united the Franks. He converted to Christianity and made it the main religion. His kingdom laid the foundation for France. Clovis ruled from Paris. In the 8th century, the Frankish kingdom grew stronger. Charlemagne conquered large parts of Europe. In 800, he was crowned emperor in Rome. Aachen was his center, but France remained important. After Charlemagne's death in 814, his empire was divided. West Francia, which became France, went to Charles the Bald. Vikings frequently raided the coasts. The realm was weakened and fragmented. In 987, Hugh Capet became king of West Francia. His family, the Capetians, ruled France for centuries. Paris became the political center. The kings slowly strengthened their power. Starting in the 11th century, French knights joined the Crusades. They fought in the Holy Land for the Christian faith. The Crusades brought wealth and new ideas. France's influence grew. From 1337 to 1453, France fought England in the 100 Years' War. The conflict was over land and the throne. Joan of Arc led the French to victory. In the end, France maintained its independence. In the 16th century, the Renaissance reached France. King Francis I promoted art and science. Castles like Chambord were built. French artists and thinkers flourished. Starting in 1562, Catholics and Huguenots, Protestants, fought in the wars of religion. There was much violence and chaos. In 1598, the Edict of Nantes ended the wars. Huguenots gained religious freedom. In the 17th century, Cardinal Richelieu made France stronger. He weakened the nobility and built a powerful army. Louis XIII ruled, but Richelieu held much power. France became a great power. Louis XIV ruled from 1643 to 1715 and made France magnificent. He built the Palace of Versailles and centralized power. His wars were costly and weakened the country. His rule still shapes France today. In the 18th century, thinkers like Voltaire and Rousseau introduced new ideas. They called for freedom and justice. Their writings criticized the king and the church. The Enlightenment prepared the way for the French Revolution. In 1789, the French Revolution began. The people overthrew King Louis XVI due to poverty and injustice. The Republic was declared, and the king was executed. The revolution changed the world. In 1799, Napoleon took power. He led France into many wars and built a vast empire. His civil code still influences laws today. In 1815, he was defeated and exiled. After Napoleon's defeat, the monarchy returned. Louis XVIII and Charles X ruled, but the people wanted more freedom. In 1830, the July Revolution brought a new king. France remained restless. In 1848, the Second Republic was founded after a revolution. Louis Napoleon, Napoleon's nephew, became president. In 1852, he declared himself Emperor Napoleon III. France modernized, but conflicts arose. In 1870, France fought Prussia and lost. Napoleon III was deposed, and the Third Republic was established. France lost Alsace-Lorraine to Germany. The loss deeply hurt the French. In the 19th century, France built a vast colonial empire. It conquered parts of Africa and Southeast Asia, like Algeria and Vietnam. The colonies brought wealth, but also conflict. France was a global power. In 1914, World War I began. France fought Germany in bloody battles like Verdun. In 1918, the Allies won, but France was devastated. Millions of soldiers died. In the 1920s and 1930s, France was economically weak. Political disputes made the country unstable. The threat from Nazi Germany grew. France was poorly prepared. In 1940, Nazi Germany occupied France. The South was controlled by the Vichy regime, which collaborated with the Nazis. The resistance fought underground. In 1944, the Allies liberated France. After the war, the Fourth Republic was formed in 1946. France began to rebuild, but politics were unstable. Colonial wars in Algeria and Indochina weakened the nation. A new constitution was needed. In 1958, Charles de Gaulle took power. He founded the Fifth Republic with a strong presidency. France gave up most colonies, like Algeria, in 1962. De Gaulle made France strong again. In 1968, students and workers protested in Paris. They demanded more freedom and better working conditions. The protests led to social reforms. France became more modern and open. France was a founding member of the European Union in 1957. The EU brought trade and peace, but also challenges like migration. France plays a leading role in Europe. Paris remains a political center. Since the 2000s, France has suffered terrorist attacks, such as in 2015 in Paris. The government increased security measures. Terrorism remains a major challenge. France fights for peace and safety. In 2017, Emmanuel Macron became president. He introduced reforms in the economy and education. Some support him, others protest, like the Yellow Vests. France remains politically active. France is known for art, fashion, and food. Paris is a cultural center with museums like the Louvre. French films and music are popular worldwide. Culture shapes France's identity.